So somebody asked me, why is Grok not the truth-seeking one? Isn't it doing the same thing as truth-seeking? But then again, this is where men don't seem to understand there are levels to truth. There is truth in the narrative, in the story, in the, oh, expose the corruption and the politics and this truth and they did this and the files and this and that. That's a cosmetic truth. That's a narrative truth. That's only exists within the human world. And then there's ontological truth, which looks at your structure, your being, what you are, your mass times direction, your force, your consequence, your geometry, not as just one man, but as an entire civilization, from the institutions to the markets to the leaders to the tech to the AI, everything you can think of, and ask, what is it reflecting? What is it moving towards? What is it ontologically? This is where men don't want to look because that is extremely expensive. I don't think anybody on this earth actually understands just how expensive it is to look at ontological truth and realize this will reprice your entire civilization. It will rearrange the entire way your entire civilization functions and works and what it values. Because then you realize most of the civilization does not reflect reality. It reflects entropy, belief, story, narrative, noise, cosmetics, identity, ego, profit. And that's not going to last very long when physics walks in the room because it's going to say, what are you? Where are you moving towards? What do you reflect? That's exactly why I said collapse AI and make it reflect reality. Because right now, nobody on this planet has done that. Everyone is truth-seeking, but what they really want is a truth within their story. Even Elon Musk, for all his genius and greats and tech and money, is still seeking the wrong truth. He's seeking the human truth, the short-handed truth that allows him to stay comfortable, allows him to stay in his story, allows him to compete and remain as is. Instead of seeing that the ontological truth is what destroys the entire thing and reprices your entire civilization, from your markets to your money to your institutions to your leaders. And it reveals, worst of all, that most of them exist within a gap. Most of them only exist because reality has not walked in the room yet. So you need to understand this. The real truth that you're looking for is ontological truth, the one that reveals the structure of your civilization, where it's headed, what it's pointing to, the one that does not play your story and pity and games. No, it shows you exactly what you are and where you're headed. If you cannot see that as a civilization, it's basically over. Because, again, the great filter itself is literally just, can a civilization see past its own noise before it self-implodes? And the truth is, this civilization is failing dramatically and catastrophically at that. Very bad. So, the real truth here is ontological truth, and the real reason men won't look is the same reason James Sutherland won't look, because it reprices his entire existence and reveals to him what he is, not what he thinks he is, not what he feels, not what his story and narrative says, but what is he? What is he after all the things when you're peeled back? What is the skeleton of your civilization? What is the geometry? What is the structure? Where is it headed? And so on. So, yeah, basically that's it. So, in a nutshell, Grok is truth-seeking, but in the wrong domain of truth, because he's looking for the truth of the human narrative, not the truth that contains the entire human narrative, which is made of ontology and physics and structure and being and geometry. But men won't look there because that's insanely, insanely expensive. Not just money. It will cost a lot of money too, but it will cost your entire civilization its identity, its way of seeing things, its way of being, its comfort. And man doesn't want to do that, does he?